When I think about retirement and I think back about what I did, the biggest rewards that I have is just the people that I've met and continue to be in touch with, to see kids that were in youth group who are now up and involved in churches, and some of them doing ministry themselves, friends that maybe you haven't seen for years, but when you see them, suddenly you're telling stories and remembering mission trips that you went on and activities you did in the church. So it's just those memories and those friendships and the connections and the relationships that you had. If there's a thing that stands out in my ministry that it's not really so much a story but an experience, it was my first appointment was as a youth pastor, associate pastor at Olney First. That was my first full-time appointment. I was there for 3 years and worked with a really good group of kids. And then 14 years later was appointed to go back there as the senior pastor. 7 of those kids that had been in the youth group were still very active in the church. And to suddenly go back, some of them had kids older than our kids because we had been so young when we were there. And to work with them and see how they had grown and to end up having 20 years of experience it still be the highlight of my ministry. To see those kids and work with them for another 7 years was just a fantastic experience and memory. I suspect the advice that I would give has probably been given by a lot of other ministers after all the years of experience, and it would be summed up simply to say, uh, fewer meetings and more ministry, and to spend more time with people and doing ministry that reaches out into the community, and somehow or another let other people take care of kind of the administrative meetings and the time that's spent doing that. Well, I'm not really sure that it's retirement as much as just a different direction that I'm really excited about. Nancy is going to be looking for a part-time teaching job, and what I'm going to be doing is working with Lisa Williams at Granite City Trinity. I'm going to be probably the only part-time associate pastor at a church with an average attendance of 50 in the conference, but I'm going to go there to help her have more time to work with the Twigs and Figs ministry. And so I'll be volunteering with Twigs and Figs, and then I'll be preaching once a month at her church. And then, maybe this is a commercial, I'll be available to go speak at other churches and fill pulpits as long as they let me have 5 minutes to talk about Twigs and Figs. And so it'll be both serving a local church and being involved in missions in Granite City.